All right. Give me a moment, finish getting Facebook all popped up here. Oh, come on, internet. All right. Welcome to another webinar from Mobile Tech RX. I'm going to get some screen shares popped up here. Today, I'm going to go all through the glass services screens inside of Mobile Tech RX. So do remember, as I put up money, dollars, add anything like that, I'm not telling you how much to charge, what you should charge. I am just demonstrating where it is that we put those charges. But today we're going to go all through the glass repair screens. We want to kind of show what is in Mobile Tech RX as far as glass stuff. Do keep in mind, glass is extremely new to Mobile Tech RX, so we do have lots of things that will continuously be added. You're basically going to see version 1 of that today. And if you are thinking about adding glass to your other reconditioning business and you're already using Mobile Tech, this is just a great addition right to it to help with your billing. If you are a glass company and you are looking for something different or better, please check us out. If you want more information, you can always reach out to us at help@mobiletech, mobiletechrx.com, or you can reach out to me, John, at mobiletechrx.com. If you are a glass-only repair company and you want to give us some feedback, just reach out to me, John, at mobiletechrx.com. Find me on Facebook under John Renstrom. Give us our feedback. We really want to know what we can do to improve. We have a few things already on our list, but let's kind of look at what we already offer in the glass repair screens. So if you've watched any of my other videos, then you already know about bin scanning, duplicate bin searching, that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this very first one. We've got the car in, we've got our client in, and we're just going to go right on into the glass services screen. So a few things that you'll notice, we have 3 different pricing structures for inside the glass services screen. We've got our flat, panel, and repair. Now, like a lot of the other service screens inside of Mobile Tech RX, if you change your pricing structure, then you are going to zero out your dollars, and glass falls into that same way. So if you meant to be in panel and you filled it all out in flat, you're going to have to refill it out in panel, and same with repair. The way the data is stored, there's no way to copy these. We really, I'm going to give a little shout out to Glassweld, their little icon down below here. They are the ones that really helped us get these screens set up and get going. So we appreciate Glassweld chipping in, and I'll show exactly what that icon does in a bit. So flat repair in the glass screens is you're just going to put in the dollar amount up here in the dollar box. So any dollar amount that you type in there, you press done, that is in there, and from there you are just going to list what it is that you did. If you tap on the windshield, we've got the quadrants, and you can mark out where you did those repairs. Then you can come up here to type, and you can record what type of repair that you have created onto it: the bullseye, combo, the crack, half moon, star, and the pit. Those were the 6 most popular ones. I can't imagine. I mean, I've seen some really wild ones from you guys in the glass repair industry. So those, you'd probably be better off just marking those into the note. But here you can record the quadrant where you did that repair, the type of repair. And this page here is an internal reference only. So this allows you to select the resin that you used. If you're not using one of these particular resins, then you can click on the custom box, and here you can type in the name of the resin. I will, I've got another video on this. If the resin that you use is not in our system, but you're going to use that every single time. I do, if you're an iOS user, I do recommend that you use that text replacement, and just, you know, it really shortcuts that. So here's something that I put in. So that's how text replacement works. I just type the PS and I get to have the polished scratch just pop right up. Tap the space bar, hit done, and your custom name is in there. So do keep that in mind if you are an iOS user. Again, at any time, if you have any questions, pop it up on the screen. I'll try to address it as we're going. You can select your resin tint, put in your lot number, the expiration date, and if you need to, the NAGS ID and the OEM part number. Again, when it says this is for internal reference only, that means you're not going to see any of this information pop up onto the PDF. And that's the same, the PDF on the estimate screen, and if you send off a final invoice, that will not show. The notes section, we've just got the fix poor previous repair and improve the crack, and then you can, if you're selecting a crack repair, you can use the plus minus or just tap right in the center of the box. And let me get rid of that little arrow down there, that's a little misleading. And just type in. Now, I don't know how many of you are doing a 30-inch crack, but please send pictures. If you need a custom note, you can just check the little custom note box and type in whatever you want. Anything in the note section will print out on that PDF. So do be aware of that as you're putting in. The only screen that doesn't is these resin screens. Those are for internal reference only. So I'm, of course, doing this on my iPad Pro just because I really make a lot of mistakes on my phone trying to do this in front of the camera. And you guys don't need to see all those notifications I get anyway. But both these screens are available on your phone. It's just one half of the page at a time. You either see the icon or you see the list view, and you can see those simply, either one of those, just by swiping right and left, and you can switch back and forth between those screens on the phone. So if you are on your phone, make sure that you swipe right and left. You have a lot more options as you get into here. And I know we are going to add the wing windows into here. And, obviously there's not enough space on the icon view to be able to do that. In the list view, you do get your breakdown of what all you put onto that repair. So to see how that looks into the PDF, we're going to go ahead and go back to that main estimate screen, and we can bring up that PDF, and we can see we did our glass repair for the $45, and we did it the first repair in quadrant 1. It was a bullseye repair, and I didn't obviously put any notes in on this one. If we go into the panel repair section, so like I said, once you change that pricing method, it's resetting everything. So now I'm just starting back over. When we go into our windshield, this time we add the dollar box here. And then we click the add the repair line. And this brings us into our quadrant screen. And again, all the other screens are exactly the same. And you can add your resin. And if we want to say we did a crack repair on this one, we can mark it out. If we want to put in a custom note, we put in that custom note here, there. When you go back, you get to review the screen. If you want to add a second repair, it's as simple as just typing in right there. Click that add a repair. If you need to edit any of the repair, then just click that edit repair line. So once you type here, this just fills out. This is going to be the same thing that you're going to see on that PDF right there in the parentheses. But in the panel repair section, now obviously you can see that we've got the windshield listed. If we want to do a side glass, and then we're going to add the repair, but the repair isn't here. We're going to come down here, and this is where my note comes into place. We're going to go ahead and say that we're going to polish that scratch on that side window. So now when we go in and we take a look at that PDF, now we've got our windshield repair. And here, there's our notes, and then we have a second repair, and then we have that right rear door with the scratch, polish the scratch. All right, let's head in, and this time let's go into the repair screens, and then I'm going to show you how you can set some of your preset pricing into here, as well as how that preset pricing onto that client. So then once you're in the repair section, the dollar box up above here is no longer tappable. Oh, I put that right over right where I needed to click. That was awkward right there. So here, when we go in, this client, I have a preset dollar. So now I just need to type in that repair. And if I want to add the type, I can. Otherwise, I can just go right back. Now, into this, when we set those repairs via the client under that repair field, we can set double pricing. So now I can say my second repair that I offer, I'll do the second chip for $15, however you set your pricing. But then it's just a matter of point and click. You set your first repair price and then your second repair price. And third, you know, any chips that you offer after. So for those of you that do that, we make that a very simple point and click. Now, when you get your side glass, all the same options come up just under the side windows as well. Now, here's where you'll notice the difference. This is why I painstakingly walked you through all of them. So the first two screens are kind of wholesale screens, very same as all the other services offered inside of Mobile Tech RX. We're here for reconditioning people, so we offer those in retail and a wholesale format. Now, those first two repair fields and the item and the flat pricing are both set up as sort of a wholesale, so they read out right through here in the services screen. When you go to the repair field, that's when it prints out through the body of the PDF. Estimate, invoice, however you want to put it in there. And then it just breaks those repairs completely down with how you had them, the type of chip that you had. This really works well for retail customers. You know, if you're filling it all out in those services screens, a lot of you like to get back to us and ask why it's not in the body. In the body, it's under that repair section, so that breaks it down. This gives you the option of doing both wholesale and retail. And retail, you can give the big explanation. Wholesale, the people don't want a 12-page PDF over a single repair item. So the repair puts it down into the body of the estimate. Allows you to add that. And then if you're adding this as an additional service, whether you're doing retail, then you can break that down so those read all the way through the body, or it will be part of the services offered. And the reason for that paragraph here is we want maximum cars on each PDF in a wholesale environment. So at the moment, it doesn't look like I have any questions. But if I do at any time, just pop them up. I'll try to answer them as we go. The Glassweld icon that you see here, that is a clickable link, and that will take you into Glassweld's website. So for those of you that use Glassweld, or those of you who are thinking about adding this service and want to know a little bit about how pricing, but here you can see Glassweld offers their certification. They have their tutorials, and we link all right through that, as well as the shop within Glassweld. So you can actually go to Glassweld's site just by clicking in the shop at Glassweld. And that's Glassweld is also in its own section in the shopping portion of the settings in Mobile Tech RX. So from here, you can order all of your stuff, the windshield repair stuff, scratch removal, headlight restoration, anything that Glassweld offers, you can actually get that right from within the app of Mobile Tech RX. Now, as I stated before, when I set up that repair field for that client and I had those preset pricing, we're going to bring that over here and we're going to go into our client section, and then we're going to select our client. We're going to click the edit button in that right side column, and then we're going to go into rates, and we can go down here. And then when we view that, we can see the default pricing type where we can set that per client as a flat, a panel, or a repair pricing. Now this is settable in the back office under each individual client. I'm just showing it to you in the app at the moment. But you can override, it's not for company defaults yet. The guys are still working on getting that programmed in as your company default. But then you can override those company defaults. So if you're a glass company and you're watching this, checking out what Mobile Tech RX offers, we're going to have it set where you can set your default pricing type as your company, but then you can override that when it's on the individual client. But for now, it needs to be set on a per client basis. When you create that new client, and I'll walk through that in a second. So flat and panel pricing, this allows you to put in those first repair costs and then your second. We'll offer a heck of a discount there. And then you can just select what is your pricing style. And click save when you're all finished. And now when you go into the screen under this big shop, so we'll go ahead, we'll write a new estimate. And then when we go into that glass services, the repair is now the first field that pops up. By default, it's going to be the flat unless you change it and designate it to be one of the other two. And then also your charges are in there, you know, as soon as you pop that up. So when you're doing that, all right, good information, Brian. He says that Glassweld Resto Clear is pretty awesome stuff. So I know I've got to step into that a little bit myself. I've got an RV whose headlights decided to yellow out. So I'm actually probably going to order the Glassweld kit. I got a little bit of training from Shiloh, and I really liked how their system worked. So you can edit it through and add it, you know. For those of you that are a glass company, we are not tied into one of the systems like Links for auto bill pay. We are working with them, and it is just going to be a slow road to get there to do that auto pay, but we are working on that. So, but just to be upfront and fair to you, we don't have it. But if you are a glass company, you want to check out Mobile Tech RX, see how our glass services screens, if they work for your company. You always get that 30-day free trial. Just go ahead, sign up, do that. Send us your feedback, good or bad. We want to hear it. We're adults. We can handle hearing something if you don't like it. Please be polite. That's my only request. The guys that answer those emails, they don't deserve to get beat up. They're good guys. They really are. So here it is. When you're creating a new client, and you can add your client, and then you can set that glass rate. So that's how you can do that as you're creating your new clients. So don't forget, when you are setting those clients, to do list them as your retail or your wholesale. Also, if you are, I should walk you through this. I get so used to all of our mobile tech users. So if this is the first time and you're just thinking about checking out some of the services that we offer, when you create that new estimate and you are doing it for your retail customer, and then we do offer the ability to scan that VIN, and you can read that barcode, that QR code, pretty much any code on the door jamb. Windshields are a little bit tougher. You can't always control the glare. So one of the things that it will do, if you are completely new to Mobile Tech, is it does scan for that duplicate VIN. So if you've ever fixed that car before, if this customer that comes back, if you have several employees, somebody else has fixed that car before, you have ways of checking in on that. Record that color, and then it pops up from there, and you can just fill out the rest of those fields as needed. You can go in, you can add your service. Like I said, see, default is going to come in at that flat. So we're going to just throw in a price here, but we're going to say that on this one, we did the polish the scratch on that door piece there. And if we want, we can come in and we can actually add photos. So if you guys, this is something that I've seen coming across some of the glass repair Facebook feeds and that sort of stuff, is more and more customers are wanting to see some before and afters. Well, inside of Mobile Tech RX, you get a chance to do a before. It's, yeah, look at that. That's what happens when you try to do a video and a video of a video. And a photo. Well, that was some sort of time warp there. I've never seen that before. That's kind of awesome. I'm probably going to play with that a little bit more later on. So, all right. Well, I hope this kind of, let me delete a few things here. Yeah, wow, I'm just seeing that coming through on the Facebook feed. That was pretty wild. That was the first for me. It's out here live. They got me my virtual background back. I hope you all like that. I'm actually going to start putting up some repair pictures that I have, and I hope to get me some glass repair ones. So anytime I'm talking about the glass repair, I can kind of show those on my virtual backgrounds. So if I'm doing dent videos, Mobile Tech videos, all of that. So, all right. I appreciate y'all watching. Remember, any questions, reach out to help@mobiletechrx.com. Give the 800 number a call, 888-626-6750. Dial them up. Extension 2 is our tech support crew, Dwayne, Eric, Micah. They're great guys. They go over and above to make sure you guys get helped out. Any usage questions, you can bring that to me. Complaints, you can bring that to me. It's just john@mobiletechrx.com. You can find me at John Renstrom on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. You can find all these videos on our YouTube channel, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I apologize if you're an Instagram lover. I still don't understand it, but I am getting better. So take care, everybody. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.